now in the workshops, I've had people get a bit upset when we read those things out, particularly actually the activists, when they said the point about not getting things done, and someone really got in a bit of a temper, but they calmed down by the end of the day. So actually, it was quite good. Well, what we use, I'll sort of talk a little bit. I'll bring it together actually with what we call the fundraising cycle. Can I have the book back, please? There's something we call the fundraising cycle, which I mentioned about in the book, which is something which is should be part of every fundraising campaign, and it has 4 parts to it, which are what we call establishing the case for support, segmentation and research, developing the plan, and monitoring and evaluation. I'll just talk a little bit about them and then bring it all together. Establishing the case for the support is something where it's that thing of being describing what's going to happen, who's going to benefit. So you don't just say we're going to have a 5-a-side football competition, you say we're going to help young people improve confidence, reduce crime, and some people are good at that. They can develop the case for support and say how really promote something in that way. Then you have segmentation and research, which is the element where you actually look at an organisation or project and you see who will fund it, who's likely to fund it, the kind of people that support it. And then we have what we call developing the plan, which is actually taking all of that, put it together, the types of funders, the types of funding you should get, the case for support, and making it into something that can be funded and sending it out to people who might fund it. And then after that we have the monitoring and evaluation, looking at what really happened, what was good and what wasn't bad. And what happens is, I won't spoil it, but those 4 we have, those activists, pragmatists, theorists and reflectors, you find that each of them is more suited to one of those. You can probably guess. Right. Some people, obviously, research is not their thing. And what happens then, what we do is, in the workshops, particularly in the book, bring that together so that people can see that actually you do need a team, but not only do you need a team, but you can see just what other people bring to the team. And we encourage people to, even if you don't work with people of these different types of people, to at least have colleagues in other organisations and people you can bounce ideas off, so that that's the first thing of improving your fundraising, actually, making sure that you have all members of the team looking at all parts of the fundraising. No matter what it is, whether it's a grant application or door-to-door or a major donor campaign. So we bring those 2 things together usually in the first part of the workshop, and that's when you get a lot of, oh wow, yeah, I got that, and really sort of makes people's day. So that's I wanted to mention the first bit. There are other aspects in the book. It's a very small book, and it is written as a handbook. It is written as something that people should have, next to them and keep, because people do come to the workshops, I find, and they're very enthusiastic as they are when they leave. They want to put things into practice, but you get back to work and sometimes you forget things. So I really wanted something that people could have, and they could from time to time remind themselves of what they've learned at the workshops, or just take it as someone starting out in fundraising.
Because I texted you this afternoon and you never replied.